Types of hardwood trees. Planting a hardwood tree can be difficult, especially if you don't know what you are looking for. There are many different types of hardwood trees, and not all of them are well suited to all climates. Alder, scientific name, Alnus.
The alder tree comes from the birch family, which we'll talk about more below. It's an extremely fast-growing tree with thin bark and hard, light-colored wood. Though the alder tree is at the top of our list, we'd like to note that it's one of the softest of the hardwood trees just above pine. However, the tree still produces excellent wood for making furniture. It's also a popular choice in custom woodworking projects due to its straight grain patterns and light coloring. This deciduous tree sprouts dark green, oval leaves, has a slender, green flower, and grows cone-like fruit called strawbill.
American basswood, scientific name, Tilia americana.
You can recognize the American basswood tree by its yellow-white flowers, dense foliage, and huge canopy. This large tree is common in North America. People often use it as an ornamental shade tree because of the coverage it provides and the beauty of the tree's yellow flowers. Not only does it provide shade, but the beautiful, flowering tree also offers honey. The honey from this tree is so high quality that it is specifically marketed as basswood honey.
American chestnut, scientific name, Castanea dentata.
The American chestnut tree is common to most of us today, but it was almost eliminated in the 1900s due to an exotic fungus. Thankfully, under the actions of the US Forest Service and the American Chestnut Foundation, chestnuts have been widely restored in the country. The large, deciduous tree is a member of the beech family. The tree bears nuts, each of which typically has 3 pieces inside that are safe for eating. Chestnut wood is also a popular choice for furniture, fences, home construction, flooring, plywood, and much more.
Its straight-grained wood is sturdy and easy to split, giving it commercial value. American elm, scientific name Ulmus americana.
The American elm tree goes by many other names, including white elm, soft elm, and water elm. This elm tree is mainly found throughout Northeast America, as well as Ontario, Nova Scotia, and Manitoba. The average elm grows between 98 and 125 feet tall and can live up to 200 years. However, there are some today that are older than 300 years. Elms are susceptible to many insect attacks, though, which can have an impact on their lifespan. Although the American elm is stunning enough to use in parks and yards, its wood is also very heavy and hard. It's difficult to split elm, making it useful for sporting equipment like hockey sticks and baseball bats. Elm is also used for flooring and construction.
Ash, scientific name, Fraxinus.
The ash tree stems from the olive family, which features many different species of woody plants. Depending on the species, an ash tree can grow anywhere from 30 to 120 feet tall. The various species in the ash genus are often named by color. They include trees like black ash, green ash, white ash, blue ash, and more. Overall, there are between 45 and 65 species of ash trees in the world. The ash will grow in hardiness zones to -9 depending on the species. You'll even see some geographic areas have come up with their own varieties, like the California ash tree that's native to the state.
Aspen, scientific name, Populus tremula.
The aspen is a common deciduous tree native to North America. It goes by several names, including the American aspen, mountain aspen, and quaking aspen. These incredible hardwoods have tall, narrow trunks that can grow to 80 feet high. The bark is smooth and pale with distinctive black markings. Aspen isn't a great choice to fuel your fireplace in the winter, but its hardwood is easy to find and affordable. Because the wood is lightweight, aspen is excellent for panel products. It's also often used to make pulp for paper, boxes, and books.
Beech, scientific name, Fagus.
The beech tree family includes many different species, some of the more popular ones being the American beech, the copper beech, the European beech, and the tricolor beech. Beech trees are ubiquitous in parks, neighborhoods, and campuses because they're pleasant to look at and provide plenty of shade to people and buildings. They also live for a very long time, some as long as 300 years, making them sustainable ornaments for various properties.
Birch, scientific name, Achalaceae.
Birch trees are easy to recognize by their tall, thin, white trunks that boast black markings from top to bottom. There are many species in the birch family, and some of them have silver, gray, or even yellow bark. The birch family of trees is known for having very strong, highly flammable wood. It's lightweight and waterproof, making it excellent as firewood. It's also a fantastic choice for woodworking, carpentry, and even medicinal purposes.
Black cherry, scientific name, Prunus serratina.
Black cherry trees are large deciduous trees native to the Midwest and the eastern United States. Because this tree blooms gorgeous white flowers, it's often planted in parks and on residential properties. The bark from a black cherry has medicinal properties. Professionals strip the bark to use for things like tonics, sedatives, and cough medicines. Professionals strip the bark to use for things like tonics, sedatives, and cough medicines.
Black locust, scientific name, Benia pseudoacacia.
The black locust tree flirts with the line between invasive and advantageous, with only pure pinions separating the two sides. This tree has become a native across the US, Canada, Europe, and parts of Asia. The reason some call it invasive is that it grows very quickly, it spreads by seed and can quickly take over an area if it's not managed properly. But the black locust has a lot of great qualities that are very useful. They're the perfect trees for splitting property lines. They also make excellent windbreakers and provide shelter for animals both wild and domestic. This tree can grow anywhere from 40 to 100 feet. It sprouts sharp spines on each leaf, and its bark, seeds, branches, and leaves are toxic.
Black walnut, scientific name, Juglans nigra.
The average black walnut tree you see in your area's local park may grow as tall as 75 feet, which is pretty massive. However, this tree can grow to 150 feet when left in the wild or on plantations. The massive trunk sprouts low-hanging branches that grow long and far. It seems that this tree grows in all directions, as its roots run very deep as well. Black walnut trees are quite popular, and are commonly planted in UDSTA zones for -9 and are considered a fast-growing tree.
Cottonwood, scientific name, Populus deltoides.
The cottonwood tree is a deciduous, hardwood tree that divides into 3 species. 1 eastern cottonwood, 2 Fremont's cottonwood, 3 black poplar. These tall, hardy trees mature rapidly combined with its hardwood. The quick pace makes them an excellent choice for lumber. Though the tree is hardwood, it has a soft density that makes it easy to split and saw. The lumber is also highly affordable. As its name suggests, cottonwood trees produce a fluffy, white substance around their seeds. Can be quite a sight to see this snow-like material early in the summer months. However, only the female trees produce this cotton-like substance.
Dogwood, scientific name, Cornus.
Dogwood trees are stunning ornamental trees that display gorgeous white flower sandberries of all colors. Most flowering dogwood species are perennial plants, so they are prevalent in gardens and campuses due to their yearly gift of eye-catching flowers. Dogwoods can be very small to medium in size. Some grow to just 10 feet, while others can reach around 25 feet in height. Their single trunks are narrow, but they reach maturity fast. Dogwood trees are hardy to USDA zones 5 through 9.
Hackberry, scientific name, Celtis occidentalis.
The hackberry tree may not have a very familiar sounding name, but the truth is that this hardy tree can be found all over both North America and Canada. The hackberry tree is very tolerant. It survives well in a wide range of soils and can take on a varying set of temperatures. It's even tough against high winds, heavy rain, and pollution. Hackberry trees are hardwood trees, indeed, and some prefer them over even common elm trees.
Hickory, scientific name, Caria.
The hickory tree comes from a family of trees that has about 18 different species. Some species are native to the US, while others are found in India, China, Mexico, Canada, and Indochina. These handsome trees are ideal for landscaping. They can grow up to 80 feet and boast a tall spread with high branches. They also produce nuts in the fall that are good for eating. Hickory trees are hardy in USDA zones 4 through 8.
Magnolia, scientific name Magnolia grandiflora.
While the southern magnolia tree is most common in the southern regions of the US, many other varieties exist that grow up and down the coast. This stunning tree is easily recognizable in the spring when it blooms large, pink flowers. Because of these eye-catching blooms, the magnolia tree is frequently used as an ornamental addition to yards, parks, gardens, and other public properties.
Maple, scientific name Acer.
The maple tree is one of the most prevalent trees not just in the US but around the world. The family is made up of about 128 different species, with the two most common being the sugar maple and the red maple. Maple trees are most recognizable by their prominent leaves. Their loved leaves change to many different colors in the fall, and Canada even uses one as their national symbol. The tree can grow up to 150 feet tall and produce sweet sap used in maple syrup.
OAK, scientific name Quercus.
There's nothing quite as majestic as an old oak tree. These large trees can grow as tall as 148 feet, but what's most impressive is their age. The oldest oak trees have lived over 1,000 years on this earth, and a single oak tree will produce around 10 million acorns in its lifetime. The oak family of trees is the most common species in the northern hemisphere. There are about 70 different oak species that grow in North America alone, and over 500 in the world.
Oak trees are not only beautiful in landscaping, towns, cities, and parks. Oak trees are hardy in USDA growing zones 7 through 10. Poplar, scientific name Populus.
Poplar trees are very large, deciduous trees with many different species, most of which you can identify by the color of their bark. A poplar tree can have black, gray, or white bark, and it will stem small clusters of flowers along with triangular. A poplar tree can have black, gray, or white bark, and it will stem small clusters of flowers along with triangular leaves. Regardless of the species, all poplar trees grow very quickly. They can stand as tall as 165 feet, and some can be 70 feet wide. The species provide large canopies, which offer tons of shade. They continue growing for about 50 years, during which time their shallow root system can become invasive.
Sycamore, scientific name Plantanus occidentalis.
The sycamore tree is a very common hardwood tree that grows in North America. It's one of the largest tree species in the continent, growing anywhere from 75 to 100 feet tall and boasting large, 10-inch leaves. The most distinguishing feature of the sycamore tree is its mottled bark. The bark is brown on the outside, but it peels each year to reveal fresh, light-colored bark. As the bark peels little by little, the tree's trunk displays almost a spotted, blotchy pattern that stands out from other trees. Sycamore trees are also known for their fuzzy, round seed pods that fall to the ground in the fall.
White willow, scientific name Salix alba.
The white willow is a species of the willow family that is native to Central Asia and parts of Europe. This medium-sized deciduous tree can grow up to 98 feet tall and is known for the white undersides of its finger-like leaves. The white willow lives best in wet areas or poorly draining soil, which is why you often see it and its other species positioned near lakes or rivers. It has very wide spreading roots that grow rapidly. The willow tree family has many varieties and hybrids created for specific purposes. For instance, the cricket bat willow is grown in Britain to make cricket bats. The golden willow is grown for decorative purposes, as is the golden hybrid weeping willow.